Paul, you've worked with Compass for quite a few years. I guess it's fair to say that we do things a little differently to a lot of other fiberglass pool manufacturing companies. I know that you've spent a fair bit of time with us, and your involvement stretches back many years, and particularly with Ian Mewat, who's the founder and owner of Compass Pools. What can you tell us about that collaboration between you and Ian, and how that's shaped your involvement in our industry, and particularly with Compass Pools?
Well, I've been lucky enough to have a good background in the fiberglass industry, and obviously many years ago I met Ian. But to answer the first part of your question, Anthony, what does Compass Pools do a little bit different to everyone else? Well, they're very thorough with their production of the pools. I'm sure you've got more glass and especially more vinyl ester in the pools than what majority of any other people have got, if not all of them. For example, have a look at your EVEC 300 pool. That basically tells us it's got 300 kilos of vinyl ester resin in it.
That's right.
So I'm pretty confident that there's no one else that's got that much vinyl ester in it. So if you look at the process, you've got the best gel coat. We've established that. You then want to have the best tile layer. So you've got the best glass and you've got the best vinyl ester resin. So the base resin sourced from AOC in America. I believe they're the best resin company in the world. That's why we buy it from them. I've been to their and seen their quality system.
Yep.
So you've got the best vinyl ester, which you're using the most of, and you've got the right resin to glass ratio. Then one of the big differences that you have compared to other people is you use a material called sphere resin. So, no one else would have a ceramic core pool. You guys have got a ceramic core, which obviously doubly helps on chemical resistance, but its main reason is core strength.
Sure.
So that then tells the story that your pool's a lot thicker than anyone else's. To my knowledge, no one else uses a sphere resin. Certainly not filled with ceramic core. And then you put your backup on the outside, which is your ortho layer, which is also a good quality material.
Yes.
The other thing that you do different to everyone else is you have a backup base colour. So over the top of your gel coat, you've then got a vinyl ester barrier layer before the vinyl ester resin.
Yes.
So all in all, I think you'd struggle to find a better laminated fiberglass pool.
You mentioned vinyl ester quite a bit. Vinyl ester resin is, I guess, the main ingredient in ensuring that we build a really good quality, chemically resistant pool. I don't think it's any secret to those in the industry that it's a much more expensive resin. Hence why perhaps companies are keen to keep a lid on their costs and be careful of what they're spending. But it is the most important ingredient, isn't it? And it really isn't something that we should be compromising on.
No, if you're going to cut a corner, you certainly wouldn't cut it in vinyl ester, and certainly you wouldn't cut it on the quality. One of the main important factors, I believe, with using the best vinyl ester resin is, one, to have the best base resin, which you have, but also to have a high solid content. So some of the alternative companies have, I guess they could have trouble wetting out their glass properly because the alternative would have to be to have a lower solid content.
Yes.
In your case, you have a high solid content but a very easy wet out resin to make sure the fibres of the glass are wet out. That is the secret to not getting osmosis, and I believe that we definitely supply the best material.
So there is a real art, if you like, in building a high quality fiberglass pool that's going to cope with the effects of weather and the environment and chemically treated water over many years. And as you point out earlier, the gel coats, the first, that's the surface layer. That's really important. It's got to be durable. It's got to have the right colour fast type properties, and then you get into the chemically resistant layers like the vinyl ester, and that's what we're talking about here, of course. It might sound like a technical conversation, and we, there's lots of different layers that we've been discussing and different ingredients, but that is all essential at the end of the day in ensuring that we have a product that we are proud of, that fits in with our heritage of 35 years, and that we can provide the industry-leading warranties on.
Yeah, I believe that you've definitely got the best products for the purpose that you're trying to serve, and you're right. You've summed it all up with the whole process of building a fiberglass pool. There, you can't cut any corners. You've got to have the best material, and I believe you've got that.